So this is exercise 3 in the 8 pieces of brocade exercise, and it's called raising up a single hand. And this is an interesting one. It's quite a tricky one in terms of coordination, but the way in which I teach it hopefully will enable you to get this quicker than I did when I was learning it. So it's a bit like the kind of thing where you're patting your head and you're rubbing your belly at the same time, and it's trying to get your hands to do 2 different things. So anyone here who plays the piano, you'll probably find this quite easy because you're used to your hands doing 2 different things when you're playing the piano or even the guitar. Yeah, so let's just see how this one goes. And as I said earlier, this is a great exercise for anything to do with digestion. It governs the stomach and the spleen systems, which are in control of digestion in terms of Chinese medicine. So for any of you with digestive issues, with bloating, constipation, stomach cramps, anything like that, it's really great for that, for just rebalancing everything. But also it's a fabulous exercise for arms, neck and shoulders as well. But please, with this exercise, if you have any tension in or discomfort in the neck and the shoulders, any injuries or anything like that, please go easy on yourself. Don't try to overextend and go into any pain. Really just back off and make smaller movements if you need to. So just to begin with then, what we'll do is bring our hands together, and one hand is resting on top of the other, just in front of the abdomen area. So the palms are facing upwards. The elbows are just nice and loose and relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. So I'm going to show you what we do with one hand, first of all, before we bring the second hand into it. So keeping the shoulders down, you're going to bend in the elbows and allow the hands to come up to the heart level. Now from here, whichever hand is on top, what I'd like you to do is just continue to lift that hand. So I want you to imagine now, with this hand, your palm is facing upwards and you're holding a pie plate. You've got an apple pie on a plate in your hand, okay? The nickname we give this exercise is pie plate, and it's a really great way to remember that whatever happens with your hand now, your palm has to stay facing the ceiling, otherwise you'll drop the pie, okay? So from here, what you're going to do with this top hand now is you're going to turn the fingers so that they face towards the front. So you're rotating the hand, but you see how my wrist is pulled back? I'm rotating the fingers all the way out to the side. My palm is still facing up towards the ceiling. I'm holding the pie plate. I'm coming all the way around. My fingers are now coming around to face behind me, but the palm is still facing the ceiling. And when I get to this point where the fingers are facing backwards, I'm going to turn the elbow out slightly to allow that hand to continue to rotate. And as it rotates, I'm going to push the hand up towards the ceiling. So you see, I'm still got the palm facing up towards the ceiling. The other hand is staying where it is. And push that hand up and look up at the hand. And then look forwards. And now turn the hand so that the palm faces down. So the palm is facing the floor now. Drop the shoulder, drop the elbow, and lead the hand down in front of your face, so through the center line of your body, back to meet the other one, okay? So that's the movement of the top hand. So now just practice with the other side now. So turn so you've got the other hand on top. So we'll just practice, imagine this is the top hand. So now from here, you've got your pie plate, okay? Lifting, turning the fingers away from you, out towards the side, keeping the hand parallel, the palm parallel with the ceiling. Fingers turn back. The elbow needs to move a little bit now, out to the side. And then when you feel you can't go any further, push the hand up to the ceiling and look up at it. Not locking the elbow here, keeping a nice soft bend in the elbow. Look forwards. Turn the hand so that it faces down towards the ground. Drop the shoulder first. Drop the elbow down through the midline of the body. Palm comes down to meet the other one. Okay. Now, shaking out the hands. Let's see if we can put this together a little bit more now. So coming back to your starting position here. So one hand on top of the other. Now the bottom hand, so you imagine now your hand's gone up and it's doing its thing and you're looking up at it. So you don't need to do anything with that right now. So we'll just see what happens with the bottom hand as this top hand is going up. So with the bottom hand, what happens is you turn it over and you push it down against the side of your body. So hopefully you can see that. I'm pushing into the heel of the hand. And what I've got, if you're standing, ideally what you want is to have the, you would want to have the hand facing in like this with the fingers in front of your thigh. And if you're sitting, I would say just place the hand with the palm facing down, pressing into the heel of the hand, and the fingers facing towards the front, because it feels a bit awkward to turn in like that. It's too close to your body. So you want to be nice and close, nice and relaxed, and not put any pressure on your elbow. Okay. So then come back to the starting position. So one hand on top of the other. So see if you can follow along with me now. So both hands coming up. Okay, now from here, turn the bottom hand over to begin with, because that's the one that's going to go down next to the side of your body. Now, as that hand is going down, you're coming up and out with the pie plate. And looking up at the hand. From here, remember what I said about the top hand? Looking forwards, turning it down to face the ground, and the bottom hand turns up. Bring it to the midline. So you see now, it's like you've got your top and bottom, both palms are facing each other. They're going to now come towards each other. The hand that's coming up is on the inside, closest to your body. And they're going to pass each other. And from here now, when the ascending hand gets to heart level, it becomes the pie plate hand. So turning it up and out, bottom hand presses down, looking up at the top hand, looking forward, both palms coming to face each other, moving through the center line of the body. The hand that comes up is on the inside, and turning with the pie plate hand. Now, if you're finding this really tricky, just work with the top hand for a while until you get the hang of it, and then bring the bottom hand in. Turning both palms over, bringing the bottom hand in so it's level, and so you've got them in the midline of the body. One is coming down, one is going up. The one that's going up is on the inside. And looking up. And now let's try and bring a nice little bit of flow into it. So just keeping that movement as continuous and flowing as you can. Smiling, not forgetting to breathe, using your abdominal breath. And you see, as you do this, if you're pressing into the heels of both hands when you're extended in this way, it's really creating a lovely stretch in the sides of the body and opening up, creating more length and space in the abdominal cavity where the digestive organs are located. So this is why it benefits digestion. It's also stretching and mobilizing the chi in the channels of energy flow which are connected with digestion, the stomach and the spleen and the liver channels. So let's see if we can bring the breath into it now. So as we do the stretch, the extension, we're breathing out through the nose. And as we come back down through the midline, we're breathing in. And as the hands pass now, you begin to extend again, breathe out. And breathing in. And with this, there is no rush. So please don't be in any hurry. The slower you perform this exercise, the more you'll be encouraging the flow of qi. And some of you at this stage might already be noticing buzzing or tingling or warmth in your hands and your arms. As best you can, keep the shoulders really nice and relaxed. So when you come out of this extension movement, the first thing you want to do is think of dropping the shoulders, and that will keep that relaxation, relieving any tension in the upper back area. And with this exercise, you can perform it for as many rounds as you want. It really depends upon your individual energy levels. What other things you have planned for your practice as well. So I would generally do maybe 9 movements to each side with this one. Because if you are performing the whole of the 8 pieces of brocade exercise, if you're doing that with, say, 6 or 9 movements to each side, depending on the speed, it might take you around 15 or 20 minutes. And that's plenty. So keeping this flow nice and steady. We'll do 3 more. So this is the 3rd one. And to finish this exercise now, bringing the palms into this midline position. So as though their hands are going to pass each other, but they don't to finish. What we're doing is thinking of squashing a ball of energy between our hands here. So just holding the ball between the hands, the palms are facing each other. Maybe close the eyes for a moment. And bring your attention to the palms of your hands and anything that you feel in between them. Opening the eyes. So still holding the ball, turn the ball around. So palms are facing each other now. Drop the shoulders, check there's no tension there. So we don't want to lose this lovely ball of energy. What we want to do is bring it back into the lower abdomen. So what we're going to think of now is this ball is like a fluffy ball of cotton wool. And we're just going to gently pat it in towards the lower belly. Coming to rest with one hand on top of the other. And close the eyes. Breathing, bringing your awareness to the abdominal breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Smiling, checking that you're still sitting up straight and you've got this lovely length in the back of the neck. And opening your eyes.